Hello guys. Okay, so our last video for this week, we are going to talk about present simple and present continuous. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Maybe right here. Okay, so when we talk about present simple and present continuous, we are talking about verbs. Okay, so verbs. Okay, those are your actions, right? Let's do that. I wanted it in black. Okay, actions. Some examples. Okay, examples of an action. Okay, very easy. For example, live, go, be, have, sleep, run, eat, teach, listen. Okay, there's multiple verbs in the English language, right? Okay. Now, when I say be refers to the verb to be. So it'll be, for example, I am, he is, or they are. Okay, so when you see the word be as a verb, it's referring to I am, he is, she is. That the verb to be is ser o estar, so it's in action. Okay. All right, so this lesson should actually be really easy because present simple and present continuous, I feel it's really easy to understand. Okay, so for example, present simple. Okay, so when you're looking at present simple and present continuous, one of the biggest things you're going to look at is when it is happening, cuando está pasando. Okay, for a present simple verb. Okay, present simple, right here. Okay, that is when something happens, when some things happen in general or regularly. Okay, cosas que pasan en general o regularmente. Okay, for example, I work every weekday. Work. Okay, when the verb is present simple, the verb doesn't change. El verbo no cambia. So for example, I work every weekend. Work stays the same, right? Let's see. Let's say. He's talking back there. He talks a lot during class. Okay, talks. Okay, now here's where you have to be careful, because remember, when you are talking about this over here, so insert. Let's see if I can get a text box here. Here we go. Maybe. Oh, looks like it's frozen. So just give it a little moment here. Okay, please note. Okay, so we're going to want to look at this. That when you are using a present simple verb, you still have to use the verb to be. Or not verb. You still have to follow the, let's see, remember if it's I, I get no spacing in there. Okay. So if it's I, you, we, or they, Remember, the verb has no S. Maybe I shouldn't do a text box. So I'm gonna go right here. If it's I, you, we, or they, the verb has no S at the end, right? If it's he or she, the verb has an S at the end. Sorry, he, she, or it. I was like, it doesn't look right, okay? So that means even though you're looking at present simple, okay, you still have to follow the rule, okay? I, so that means my verb has no S. She, my verb has an S at the end, okay? Another one would be, for example, this is a neat one. I study English on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay. Remember, my verb, I, so my verb has no S. Now, if I have he, it would be he studies English every day. Okay, so this is what I call, present simple would be something that I call just the verb, okay? So when it changes is when you go to present continuous, okay? The reason it changes is because present continuous is when things happen right now or at this moment or currently or temporarily. Okay? Son las cosas, los verbos, las acciones que pasan en este momento, justamente ahorita o temporalmente. Okay? I'm going to show you the difference between both. Okay? For present simple, you're talking things that happen like always. Oh, I gotta type first. Okay. You're looking at things that happen always or usually, often, sometimes, never, every day, every year, every month. Okay, those are things that happen in general or they happen regularly over and over and over again. Okay? When you're looking at a word that's present continuous, you're looking at things like now, right now, at the moment, currently, this week, this month, this year, today, okay? Those are things that are happening right now, okay? The big difference is present simple can happen tomorrow. It could have happened yesterday. Those are things that just happen every day. It's regular, okay? Where present continuous is an action right now. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit different. Because if you're talking about a verb that is happening right now at this moment, okay, you are going to add ing to the end of the verb. Okay, so the question is, what do I do? You add ing to the end of the verb. Okay, for example, let's look at this present simple one, right? It says, I work every day. Okay, so we're talking about something regular, every day. Okay, now if I want to tell you that right now I'm working, okay, I will say I am, don't forget your verb to be, I am working right now. Okay, my huge hint, mi pista más grande, is the word right now. Okay, that is telling me that it's happening at this very moment and that my word needs to be present continuous. So I need to add ing at the end of my verb. Okay, another example would be, I am studying English. At this moment. Okay, so again, at this moment, which means it's happening right now, I am studying. So I know that I need to add ing to the end of my verb. Okay. Let's see. Now, so you see right here where it says she talks a lot during class. Okay, she is talking in class. Okay, my verb, I added ing, but how do I know that I have to add ing? Okay, a really big indicator, okay, really big indicator is that when you have a present continuous sentence, you will have a subject, okay, que en este caso your subject is, here's your subject, I, and she. Okay, those are your subjects, right? Okay, you will have your subject and you will have verb to be. Okay, and then you will have your verb plus the ing at the end. Okay, those are the three first things. Almost always it's the first three things you're going to see. Your subject, here's your verb to be, okay, and then your verb with an ing at the end. Okay, now where you look up here at present continuous, here you do not say I am work every day or she is talks a lot during class. No. Okay, so sometimes, like let's say the sentence says, let's say it says, you have a sentence, right? This is an example. Okay, so let's say you have this sentence, right? And let's say I tell you, okay, am I going to use a simple present simple verb, or am I going to use a present continuous? Okay, so the verb I want you to use is study. Okay, but am I going to use studies or am I going to use studying? Okay, one of your big things that will help you, because right now it doesn't tell you a time. No te dice que a qué hora. It doesn't tell you right now, right? Okay, but if you look, you have your subject, okay, and then you have your verb to be. It's right there. Mark is. So I have my subject, verb to be. I know that my verb, which is study, has to have ing at the end. Is studying English. Okay, this is where it's very important for you to pay attention to your sentences as you read them. Okay, let's take a look at an activity. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be easy, but we'll go ahead and look at it. Okay, so what I actually want to do is I want to make it a little bit easier to understand, I want to take apart each sentence, okay? So for example, that's one sentence. There's another one. There's another one right here. So anywhere that I see a period, there we go. Okay, just in that first paragraph, just so we can get an idea, okay? So my sentence says, this is Mrs. White. She blank, okay, but you have be, a primary school teacher. Okay, so you know that you need to use the verb for be. So when it is she, your verb to be is. She is a primary school teacher. Okay, now let's get this one. She blank English, math, and geography. Okay, do I see oops. Okay, it says she blank English, math, and geography. Okay, is this something that is happening right at this moment? No, but it is something that happens regularmente, right? So you would write, she teaches English, math, and geography. At the moment, she blank math. Okay, it says at the moment. Okay, so that tells me right here, at the moment. So that tells me that that verb has to be present continuous. At the moment, she is teaching math. Okay, she blank in London. Okay, and our action is live. Now, when you're talking about live, okay, in this case, it's talking more permanent, más permanente, más regular, right? So, you know, you are going to use simple present. So she lives in London and blank married to George. Okay, we're talking about she, so what is my verb to be? Is. She lives in London and she is married to George, who is French. They blank 3 children. Okay, we know that has to be simple present or present simple, okay? They have, ellos tienen, no ellos están teniendo, right? No, they have 3 children. They all blank animals. Okay, they all love, because you're not going to say loving, they all love animals, but they not have any pets. Don't have any pets. Because they, again, live in an apartment. Es algo que está pasando regularmente, es permanente. Mrs. White blank French as well as English. Speaks French as well as English. But she blank it, does not teach. Doesn't teach it. Okay, so if you see, we only had one present continuous, and that is this one. Okay, let's look at our next one. Mrs. White's niece blank with the Whites for a few days. Okay, it's not something that happens regularly. No es algo que pasa regularmente. So we know we have to use is staying with the Whites for a few days. Sophie blank and blank in Liverpool. Okay, so that's more permanent. Es más permanente. So she lives and studies in Liverpool. But she blank her midterm break in London at the moment. Okay, there's another big word, at the moment. She is enjoying her midterm break in London. She blank to do some serious shopping and sightseeing. Okay, another huge indicator right here is if you look at the sentence, these other verbs have ing. Do you see that? Okay, that's how you know you will also use ing. She is planning to do some serious shopping and sightseeing. Okay, next one. Mrs. White's son Arnold blank shopping. Okay, so this is not something that happens. So it's in the negative. It says does not like. Right? Okay, the reason it's a present simple is because that happens all the time, right? If he doesn't like shopping, he doesn't like it at all. It's none of that. He likes it today, but tomorrow he doesn't, right? But he loves hanging out with friends. They usually blank to the local park. Usually. Okay, it's not talking about right now. So you know you're going to use go. They usually go to the local park where they blank football or basketball. It's still the same sentence. They're still talking about usually. So you're going to say they play. Today, okay, that's a huge indicator. Today, however, Arnold, okay, we're talking today, so right now, is not playing football or basketball. He is skateboarding. Okay, so that is your difference between present simple and present continuous. Okay, we're not going to do this bottom piece. I'm not worried about it. Okay, now I know that was a lot of information. Okay, it was a really short video because there's not really much I can do. This is something that we have to kind of continue to practice in this next the next 3 lessons in your book. This is actually going to help a lot, or at least I hope it will. So if you have any questions about present simple and present continuous, please let me know. And then next week we will start lessons 3 through 5 in your unit books. Thank you.